Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. This time we're going to do some Dominaria United Premier drafting. This is one of the accounts that's been doing reasonably well, so I'm not going to have to go crawling back to Innistrad for this one at least. Get it? Crawling back. I put that in the title because like there's crawl from the cellar, and crawling back to Innistrad. Very, very mild pun. Hope you enjoyed it. That was the title for, the first video in the Innistrad series recently, the Midnight Hunt. Not like the current video. I don't know what the title of that's going to be. We got to find out if I draft like 6 Defilers or something, and then I'll be like, wow, 6 Defilers in the title. Gotta clickbait something. Could we get, hello, filled seat, my friend? Could you hit okay? I don't know. I could wait until I'm matched to start the video, but I want... I don't want to have to give the intro while I'm deciding what to pick, so you guys have to wait through, a minute of that? I hope you don't mind. Ivy is not that great. She's just a 2-mana 2/1 flyer with, kind of an okay ability. This is a mediocre counterspell. Good bounce / removal. Also good removal. Tolarian Geyser, I guess. There's a lot of good, tricks here. Or not tricks, but everything in this whole pack is instants and sorceries, right? There's Ivy and then 7 instants and sorceries. And then, there's 4 creatures in this pack? Kind of wild. Anyway, I'll take the Tolarian Geyser. Widely regarded as a very good card. And I like blue, so seems good. Karn Silex, very good for the control decks. Essence Scatter's pretty good. Outrider's pretty good. I'm going to take the Silex. It's kind of hard to go wrong. Something wrong with the overlay? Or did they update the... You can't see it, of course. The overlay. But it's rating the Crystal Grotto as a... Oh, there's something is wrong. Yeah, because if I mouse over this, it says it's a 2. But when I'm not mousing over, it says it's 3.5. And for this land, it's backwards. It's the other way around. I don't know. I don't trust the overlay. Anyway, I'll take the Silex. I haven't gotten to play with this before. I forget if I've drafted it. But at any rate, I didn't get to play it. Frostfist Strider, very good blue card. Really excited to see that still here. I mean, Raph is also very good, but I'll just stick to blue for now and see what happens. Prayer Binding, very good white card. Could take another Geyser instead. Maybe I should. The Prayer Binding is better, but I'd rather stick to blue and not give... If I let this go by, someone's getting the signal that there's a Tolarian Geyser still in the pack, and they may choose to try to draft a little more blue. I just want to get the blue all to myself. Which so far, I seem to be getting, and I want to keep it that way. I mean, is 3 too many? I don't think so. But I could take an Electrostatic Infantry as well. Or Talus Lookout? I mean, blue looks like a great place to be. I don't know that you can have too many Tolarian Geysers. Take Up the Shield is also very good, but... Yeah, just give me more Geysers. I'll find a way to win eventually. Maybe it's just Silex. 3 Geysers in 5 picks is pretty wild. It's unlikely to have even been dealt that many, of course, but to have them all come to me is a surprise as well. I mean, the game plan is bounce, 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 blow everything up, I guess. What is this up here? Oh, my Vault Progress. I have wild cards to cash in, I guess. If I click this button, does it take me away? It does. Yeah, I agree. This is a Tolarian Geyser deck. We'll put that... okay. Green-blue land, the white flyer, espionage. I think those are all sort of reasonable. We've seen a fair amount of white go by, and Geyser wants white, so I think it's fine to grab the Mesa Cavalier. I think Islet would be my second choice over Espionage. I don't know. This deck might want to be blue-green. Yeah, in fact, we haven't really seen anything good in green, have we? We've seen a fair amount of good white stuff, I think, even before this pack. Let's grab that. Flyers fit well in the plan anyway. Tolarian Terror should be insane. With all these geysers. Also, it dodges Karn Silex pretty well. Stall for time? Okay, I mean, the deck is just nothing but stalling, and eventually do one Tolarian Terror. Lookout is good, but I'll take stall for time. Blue and white seem like the place to be. I do need some smaller stuff, eventually. Stall for time again? Yes, I accept. I mean, Impede Momentum is not bad either. But these cards, you really can't have too many of them. They go together like bread and butter as well. Is that a thing you say? Peanut butter and jelly, at least. Alright, a Librarian is fine. I might not run it. But in the last time I had this guy, I was very pleased with these. I thought they actually performed better than the Phyrexian Ragers. Scry 2 is, like, pretty good. Draw 1 is also good, of course. Scavenger, I don't think is all that good, honestly. And I have a lot on 3 already. But if you get to, like, bottom 2 cards, it's a lot like drawing 2 cards if you assume they were totally useless, which they're not. You know, drawing is better, but the fact that these guys had 3 power also mattered in that draft fairly often. Right? There was one game where I just beat the opponent down by playing 2 Librarians and just smashing face. And that worked a lot better than it would have with Ragers. A little worried about all this green. I'm just going to take a random filler 2-drop. Like, wow, Shivan Devastator, huh? I don't think we want that. I think we just want an Essence Scatter. Yeah, especially with all the geysers. Like, this is a much better card. But I don't really think we necessarily want to splash red for it. It just doesn't fit in the deck's plan at all. And Essence Scatter is great. Honestly, Tide Turner is nuts, but this probably wheels. Whereas Essence Scatter won't. Tatyova is something? The double green is a tall order. Maybe I'll just take another stall for time. I mean, it's kind of great. I wonder if we need an Impulse more, though. Like, we have a lot of 3-cost stuff. I think Impulse is probably better. Yeah, I think I have to let the Tatyova go. Micromancer is something. Citizen's Arrest is okay. But I already have so much on 3. I really don't think I want that. Micromancer will hopefully pick up something on 4 for me at some point. Some 1-mana spell, rather. The land is also not totally unreasonable, but I think I'm pretty focused on blue-white. Not that focused. Timely Interference. Perfectly lovely to have just grabbed the Micromancer. The red-blue land will be nice, you know, maybe. But I don't think it's going to wheel. Maybe. We've gotten a lot of blue in the last pack. Could show. But someone's going to want that, right? How are we color-wise? Mostly blue, right? Yeah. There's a lot of 3s, and especially considering I want to pay 4 and 5 for them, the deck is pretty heavy right now. I would like to pick up more stuff like Impulse and Essence Scatter. And Tide Turner! Joint Exploration is something. It's okay. But I think a Tide Turner is absolutely bananas today. Like, it's not a good card, but in this deck, it really shines. This, I don't need this shit. Get out of my face. Joint Exploration is pretty reasonable. I would also happily take that. But this is like ramp, since all of my spells are instants and sorceries. Right? 7 creatures, 9 non-creatures, sure. Another Geyser, I guess? No, blue-white land is probably better. I mean, yeah, we have enough Geysers. Just something to like make sure I can play my spells is probably better. I hate passing a Geyser. It's such a good card, and this is all the deck wants, but you know what? Give me the Geyser. If we're going to keep getting past them, I'm going to keep taking them. There you go. Get the blue-white land, or no, I probably need one of these guys. Another Micromancer's okay. I don't have any off-color splashes even for in kicker, right? Oh no, I have this for red and this for green. That's right. Take up the shield is a pretty strong combat trick. I don't have a lot of creatures that would care about it. So I could go for the espionage, but I don't think I need more draw. I might need life, and keeping a Tide Turner, sorry, a Terror or a Micromancer alive are both pretty good. That's not as good in this deck as it is in most decks, but I still think it's worth picking. I'll take a 1/3 over a 2/2, but I don't want it. I don't know. In that case, why did I keep this one? I don't know. I don't want either, really. I'm hoping I don't have to run them. But I probably should put them both in, because right now the deck does need 2 drops to not die, question mark? Excuse me, this Wield? I think that's better than the Drake, right? Sure. Could I get like 2 more Tolarian Terrors in the next pack, please? That would really improve things. Okay. This might be too much of a good thing, but I'm honestly not sure. I don't know who would want any of this shit. Okay. Fine. Coral Colony, huh? I think I'd rather have a Tide Turner. This is a 2-mana 1/4, and it's a potential way to, like, kill them eventually, but I'm not going to have very many defenders. And I'm going to, like, I can spend this mana every turn. This is like a 2-mana Land War Elves that's a 1/3. I'll take it. I don't know if I've ever first picked Tide Turner, but oh boy. Oh, Founding the Third Path! We could actually maybe take that. What about Defiler of Faith? Do I care about tokens? There's another Tide Turner. Oh, this is a tough pick, because, like, Founding the Third Path, mana, instant or sorcery cost 2 or less. There's several. Oh, man. I think I just need another Tide Turner. The Defiler is so good. But I don't know. Maybe I do need a little finisher. I'll take it. The Tide Turner is wheeling anyway, so that's fine. I don't think I can take another stall for time. I don't need, like, I have 0 defenders. I don't think the chaplain's any good. Negate? Scryland? I think another stall for time is pretty silly. A negate should be pretty good, though. We're going to be holding up mana all the time. Yeah, I like negate. Stall for time and Geyser are in the pack again. What is this shit? Give me an Academy Wall. That looting should be really good. Shore Up is great. I need something for the second Micromancer, plus, like, I have 3 creatures that matter. I'd like to keep them on the board if I can. Figment, it's a 2-drop that can get in a lot of damage, maybe. I'll probably just have to trade it off most of the time, but it's better than any of this other stuff. Another Shore Up, sure. I think I can cut the Librarian, wherever he is. We're probably cutting some of these Stall for Times and Geysers. This is just too much. You know, I don't need the Cavalier, though. Just need to cut 6 more cards. Well, we managed to fill in the 2-drop slot a lot better than I had hoped. It's mostly not creatures, sadly. Okay, yes. I'll take every Tide Turner. And there's another one wheeling, isn't there? I remember, like, in pick 2 or 3, so it should be 9 or 10. Like, there's no way that doesn't wheel. Wow, Coral Colony? I mean, it's a 2-drop that defends. I think that's better than... No, Impede Momentum is kind of funny. I'll take that. Here's my Tide Turner, right? Right in this pack? Number 4? Yeah, I got her. Although Founding the Third Path is still kind of good. I think Tide Turner is disgusting. Okay. This is a deck, all right. Yeah, and Karn Silex should be great because I won't have any permanents. Wow, Wingmantle Chaplain Wield. Nobody had a defender deck to put together, huh? I mean, I have a wall, and I didn't take the Coral Colony, right? Yeah, so I just have 1 wall. Oh, I didn't even see what it picked for me. Whoops. Looks like it was Chaplain. Okay. I think Impede Momentum was better, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm running 2 Impede Momentums. Is this the last pack? I've lost track. Yeah. Boy, that guy's got a noise on him. So, 4 Tide Turners, 4 Stall for Times, and 4 Geysers. Wild. But I have to cut something. Take up the shield. I got the shore ups. That's all I really needed for the... I was taking Take Up the Shield as a bad shore up, basically. And now I have good shore up. So that's a fine cut. Joint Exploration, I think, is fine. God, I can't cut any of this. It's so good. I think I have to get rid of, like, some of my excess Stall for Times and Geysers. I'm going to be so disappointed when this goes 1 and 3 because I never do anything. Like, what is my win condition? It's Tolarian Terror, Defiler, and Strider somehow getting in after I bounce all their stuff. And Figment, I guess. Oh boy. I mean, how about that Academy Wall? It's gonna loot like every turn, right? Let's say I don't take the Impede Momentum. But I want it. Maybe I don't need timely interference, but then the Micromancer misses a lot. And I do want the Micromancers, because fishing up shore up is pretty good. I could cut Karns, figuring that like I have enough ways to tap down their stuff that I don't care about this. Is that really good? Like, Karns for 4 is going to absolutely obliterate people and keep my big stuff alive. Especially since I can, like, bounce the stuff they have that it wouldn't work on, or tap it or whatever. I'm thinking, like, maybe I actually cut the Micromancers because I don't need 3/3s. And I don't have that many one-cost spells I can fish up. I think Joint Exploration is maybe not that good. Scry 2 and Draw is pretty cool. And it's like a nice... Like, the idea with all these instances, you're like holding up mana to counterspell something, or like stall for time something. Although stall for time, you usually would actually just spend the mana on. No, it depends, right? Like, maybe I pass the turn with 5 mana and they have like 1 creature on board. And if they play something big, then I tap them both, and otherwise I don't, or something like that. But I'm usually going to want to tap pre-combat, so I won't have that choice. I feel like stall for time, I'm usually going to be fairly committed to using and not actually be holding open mana for it. But like, you know, shore up or negate. And I wish I had a few more counter spells, right? I only have 1 negate and 1 essence scatter. The 1 negate is fine, but more essence scatters would be nice. And that would make a card like Joint Exploration better, because it's like, oh, I'm holding open mana for a counter. Didn't need to counter anything. Let's scry and draw. But I think I can get rid of that. Maybe a negate. And then like a couple of these stall for times and geysers. And the question is, do I want the Defiler? It's a 5 mana 5/5 Vigilant that makes 1/1s. I don't have any other white permanents. So that effect is not going to do anything. That's kind of funny. My only white cards in the deck are Stall for Time and Defiler, huh? Maybe I actually kind of do want this Mesa Cavalier just so flyers can get in a little extra damage. But, like, I think I want the Defiler of Faith because I need a couple of big creatures that can actually kill the opponent. I can't just, like, draw to the bottom of my deck and say I win, right? I don't have Jace. And I suspect that if I wanted to, I could get to the bottom of my deck in a lot of games. And I need something in between the top and the bottom that wins the game. And I think, like, Defiler is okay at that. Like, I don't have a lot of combat tricks for it. My combat trick is just, like, tapping and bouncing their shit. So, I don't know. Academy Wall seems really good. I still have a lot of non-creature spells, right? 14. So it really should go off all the time. And it blocks. It's, like, it's great, I think. Maybe I can get rid of 1 Tide Turner? Oh, I don't want to do it. Because they're so good in this deck. Also, I think 8 planes is probably not quite necessary. I mean, I do have a double white 5-drop, I guess. I just want to make sure I always have blue in hand. And so I'm thinking 10-7, but Even with 9, you're very likely to have blue in hand, but I don't know. I don't need white until turn 3 at the earliest. Probably, well, yeah, because I could play this on 2, and then on 3 I could, like, play this or kick this. So, I don't think we should cut a land. I think this deck wants a lot of land, even with the Tide Turner. The playing Geyser and Stall for Time over and over and, like, drawing stuff is really gonna cost a lot. I think the Figment is nice to get in chip damage. That's one reason I was thinking about the Cavaliers. A little bit more chip damage, right? If I put that in, I have to cut 4 things. I still think the Silex is good. Is it, though? Like, it's blowing up my Tide Turners as well. But I guess by the time I have the mana to do that, I don't mind so much. Does this say activate only as a sorcery? It does. Okay. Oh, this is so hard. Like, I could cut 2 Geysers and 2 Stall for Times, but I think those are some of the best cards in the deck. Maybe Impede Momentum is not really necessary. If I have, like, Tolarian Geyser to not only remove something indefinitely, but also make them pay again to play it. Okay, it might only remove it for 1 turn, but at least we gained some tempo out of it. I don't know. And then maybe I don't care about the chip damage. Maybe I can get rid of this guy. And then, like, remove 1 each of Stall for Time and Geyser. Because I don't want to play my instance on my turn. Although, like, I don't know. The flyer doesn't always get in. Plus, it's white. I think there's enough stuff that I do want to play on my turn. Like, I'm thinking mostly of Geysers. But maybe that's it. Maybe it's just Geysers. Yeah, actually, I think this guy kind of sucks. And then the question is, do I want the flyer? I think it should be able to get in pretty often, because if they have any flyers, I'll just bounce them or tap them. Hey, get in here. Now, is it really worth running a 4th Tide Turner to run fewer Stall for Times and Geysers? I think it is. Because this is the ramp I need to be able to do all my stuff. Plus, it's a blocker for the early game. Now, do I still want 7 planes? Or do I need 8, given that I've put in a Cavalier? It probably should be 8, 9. Okay. Well, this is going to be an exciting deck to play. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure if it's insane or, like, crazy, right? Those both mean the same thing, but I tried to put a different inflection on them, right? It could be insane if we, like, crush our opponents, or crazy if we get demolished. Okay, this is great. I'll happily cycle the interference if they play a 1-drop. But otherwise, I'm just going to drop... Well, either way, I'm just dropping this. Great. Oh, so happy to see that land. Because I think what we want to do right now is just Geyser them, right? Gain the life as well. see if we want a Micromancer. Do I just attack here? No. What's their domain? It's like a lot, right? 3. I don't know, whatever. Let's just play the Micromancer. We'll figure it out. Give me a shore up. 1 of 2, please. And then I guess I'm probably using interference next turn. Just to take 1 point off this damage. Don't like that. I guess they should have attacked with this first, though, right? Because I was not really comfortable blocking. Should have targeted my own creature, actually, so they couldn't give it hexproof. I guess that is the right tap. Yeah. It's kind of the only reasonable tap, in fact. I don't think I need to impulse main phase. It would let me loot more, though, right? Because I might shore up on their turn. Another geyser? I don't think I need more lands, really. Well, I mean, this hand costs a lot of mana. But just geysers are great. I could even attack with my 3/3, couldn't I? They didn't leave themselves any good blocks. I guess they have, like, Gaia's Might or something. I'm sort of okay if they spend it here. But I should have done that before. Well, no. Impulse might have changed my decision. I want to get in a little chip damage. If they double block here, this trades for Wrath, which I think is good enough. Also, Shore Up could save it. Yep, go ahead. Oh, okay. Nothing to shore up. Great. Well, I guess we geyser the Wrath. Hoping to draw land to play my flyer. Actually, do I care about the life? Hang on. Tap. Tap, tap, tap. Yes, I want to make sure I spend that mana. That resolves. And I don't have the mana to pay for this, right? I have only 2. And they have 3 creatures, so that resolves. Okay. Didn't hit. Well, that's what I get for the kick, I guess. Alright, let's say the flyer's probably not going to be that good. Okay. No counters from me. No attacks. Well, I guess they could attack if they wanted, but no, they know I have shore up, so they won't attack. I guess they could draw land, play land, and then have a small trick available. Not so, it would seem. Yeah, my turn. Great, love islands. Looks like a good tap. But I kind of want the mana for Micromancer, right? So let's just not kick this. Send Raph back home. Okay, don't really need that though. They know I have shore up, so I think I can get away with this Micromancer attack. I would trade here. If they wanted to double trade, that's fine. It's kind of not been good for my mana. Oh well. I mean, I traded Micromancer and the card that Micromancer drew for their 2/2 drops, which doesn't seem that bad. One of their 2 drops drew a card, though, so... But the other one could be like a 7/7. Okay. It's fine. I don't think it's good to stall for time if I'm not getting a stun counter out of it. I don't even get any good attacks anyway. That's a card. That is quite a card. I can play all of these things, I guess. Give me that last shore up. And now if I pick like X's 2 on this, it completely wipes their board. So they kind of want to do something about that. And all I lose is this Tide Turner, who's still good, but not as good as she was before. Yep, go ahead, hit me for 6, I guess. You should use the Root Wall's ability, not Raph's. Oh, just 2. I'll take it. Okay, they're gonna do something about that, or no? I guess I could have blocked with the Tide Turner, figuring that there's a serious chance I'll be blowing up their board soon. But it's not guaranteed, so... Okay. Well... Let's just hit them for 4. Maybe just for 3. Maybe I actually want to keep the Root Wall stunned. Actually, what if I just swing with the Micromancer now? Knowing I have shore up available, they don't have any very good blocks, and then I can stall for time on their turn. I don't know, this is sort of dangerous. because this is the thing I have that's supposed to survive the board clear. And if they have any tricks, it doesn't work out well for me. Yeah, this was probably bad. You know I have this in hand, right? No thanks. I like my hand. I don't want to let them play an instant or sorcery, or play a sorcery, and still get the Wrath effect. So I want to be first with my spell. If they have an instant they can react with, you know, great. But I still get my stun counters. Nice. Well done. So I don't currently have an obvious win condition, I guess, now that the Micromancer is dead. I could swing with this. I think that's relatively safe. Bluffs a combat trick, gets in for one. They're not going for it. Okay, fair enough. Wait, stop playing these. I have Karns. Okay, well, that was stupid. Also, they're just bad. I should be discarding them to Academy Wall. These are the last two, right? Aren't there two in the graveyard? Like I discarded one or something? Oh no, I bottomed it at some point for when I was... No, that doesn't make any sense. I don't have anything that would let me do that. I don't know. I thought I saw one and didn't take it. Impulse. I impulsed it to the bottom. But I think since then we've shuffled with Micromancer. Yeah, this Bliss play was awful. I think I'm behind right now. I don't know. It's hard to be behind when you have Sarn's Kylex, but they have so many... Sarn's Kylex? When you have Karn's Silex, but they have so many cards. I only have 14 cards in deck. Where are my giant creatures? There are 3 of them, right? And I haven't drawn any? The Micromancers are medium creatures. Okay, so it doesn't matter which ones I tap now. It's which ones I want the stun counters on later. And I think that is these two. Yes, take this action. Okay. Actually, Tide Turner is probably even worse than an island. Okay. So Silex for 3 is in my future. And I could even play the Strider on the same turn if I do that, right? It would be nice to wait. Right now they're not threatening that much. I don't know if these attacks are even any good. It gets in for 1. But it makes it easier for them to attack with Wrath and the Figment, maybe? If I don't blow them up? Which I'd rather not. But I kind of feel like they're just not going to commit any more than this. They have the board. Why should they play into Karn Silex? I think that's true. So we'll just attack. These are about to die. I don't know. Maybe the stall for time was bad, but it drew me the Strider, right? So, whoops. I mean, I guess I can play this first, see if it resolves. It does. I should have played it pre-combat, gotten in for 1 more. Whoops. No, I would have gotten in for less. X or less. Yeah, see you later, wall. $11 cards. I told you I could get to the bottom if I wanted. What's left in the deck? I know there's the big creatures. Tolarian Terror and Defiler. There's an Essence Scatter, a Tide Turner, and a Stall for Time. And then a bunch of land. Well, my 3 large creatures had better be enough to get through all this. I don't like this at all, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I think opponent is like Tatio. The fact that opponent had these like 6 cards in hand, or had 5 and then drew a 6th or whatever, is really bad. Obviously, they knew that Karn Silex was kind of committing me to a specific line, and if I hadn't done it, I don't think I was winning. Just in time, thank you. Very funny. I don't have any ways to get rid of this island. An opponent doesn't really have a way to make me discard it. Conceivably, I might have a way to spend the mana. I don't know. I wonder if I made a mistake playing out the Strider as soon as I did. If it would have been better to wipe for 3 and hold open, but I didn't have Essence Scatter yet. I kind of hate this. They actually can pay to bounce this, and then where will I be? Okay, yeah, I need the tempo. Well, my last stall for time, I don't know. Oh, geez, I guess I'm, like, dead next turn, huh? If they have any lands? That's bad. I assume they do. Good game. You got me? Yeah, I don't know, like, having the Karn Silex out, I wonder if you're supposed to, like, not just play it whenever you have 3 mana, suspend. Because it tells your opponent you have a board clear. That's a downside of that card that I had not yet considered. Like, it looks like it's something that takes at least 2 turns, and that's the downside, is you have to pay 3 and then you have to blow stuff up. And if you play it as soon as you have 3 mana to spare, you avoid that downside. You just have a board clear sitting there whenever you want it. But you tell your opponent exactly how to play around what you have. And my opponent didn't commit anything important, but committed enough small stuff that I couldn't really cope, right? Oh, interestingly, it wouldn't work against the lands that Tatyova animates, because it says all non-land permanents. So even though the lands are creatures, they're not non-lands. Little Free Monkey 3. Don't know what that means. This is... I have like 9 islands, but I need to hit one in 2 turns or this is bad. On the other hand, it does have the Tolarian Terror. I'm going to try to keep it. I mean, I have succeeded in keeping it. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Looking bad. Oh, what have I done? This is such a bad keep. But I'm so greedy. Oh my god, what have I done? It's so bad. If I'd been able to like play a Tide Turner on 2 and then play, I don't know, something else or hold up Essence Scatter, I think I'd be in fine shape. Alright, I'm out of here. But I didn't do that because I kept the bad hand. Alright, well we have to go 7-0 now. I do actually believe the deck is capable of 7-0 if things go a little bit better. Obviously, like, I think both of those games were lost by piloting decisions. You know, mulliganing would have been bad, but not as bad as keeping. Fine, I have Impulse, I have Silex. I even have Essence Scatter, that's nice. I don't think I'll use it here, even if they do play something. Tide Turner's pretty good. So is Stall for Time. I don't think I need the Stall for Time right now. I think I'm just going to pass here so I can hold up Essence Scatter, and then on a future turn I can play this and still hold Essence Scatter. Yeah, that's fine. I'm worried more about Balmor and stuff. Also, I do have the Silex. So I'm not super worried about them developing some small creatures if they're not doing anything to me right now. I passed a couple of espionages. Might be nice to have one in the deck, but we don't have one. I mean, I can Geyser for tempo and swing for 1 damage? That seems pretty stupid. I'm just gonna pass. I could attack here. I don't know, that seems bad too. They're obviously gonna block. There's no reason. Like, they'd be thrilled if I spent some giant combat trick, so I might as well just leave the mana open. Even though I can't use it. They don't know that. more espionage. Wow, they sure are getting to dig. I don't like that. I'm basically just doing nothing. But that's because my hand's already great. Problem is their hand is getting bigger. I have a 1-mana spell. Maybe interference? Oh, no, they just actually have to pass. I see. I think we play this. And now I have enough mana that I can actually geyser that and swing and... No, I can geyser it and hold up Essence Scatter, but I can't swing. I don't think I'm too worried about this. Just keep passing. This doesn't make my hand any bigger, right? It just buys me some tempo and some life. Yeah, it was timely interference. Okay. I feel like I'm behind this game also, but at least I do have Karn Silex. Let's say no to that. Because that's not something I want to be bouncing for tempo. I mean, they're going to have Tolarian Terrors eventually, and that's kind of disastrous. It's not really anything for me to do right now. I could stop playing islands, and like one day if I draw Academy Wall of my own, they might do something. Give me a discard target, but fine. I don't mind bouncing that, I think. Hey, how are you tapping? Like that, please. I'm not going to need more than one white. I might conceivably need plenty of blue. Alright, I guess I'll just sit on this? No, I can run this out, of course. I mean, sort of seems bad when I have Silex. And what are these really doing, right? I guess they're as bad as lands right now. I don't know, I guess I don't see myself using that much blue either, but... A little late. Would have liked to have that when I was busy casting all those geysers. Dump all this stupid land. I still have Shore Up, but I'm not very excited about casting it. Okay, now we've baited out some fairly large stuff, right? So we could consider a Silex at some point. It's gonna feel kind of bad that I didn't, that I played the Academy wall. I don't know. Maybe I should have not played it? I need to choose X's 7, which I can do. And I guess I'm not getting rid of these lands all of a sudden, so... I've piloted this one badly, I think. It destroys, it doesn't exile. So I could use Shore Up to cycle the planes, right? But I'm basically turning Shore Up and planes into one card, and I don't think that's very good. I think I'm going to go 0-3 with this deck. Presumably they have some answer. Oh, nice! I didn't know you. I didn't even know you could target your own things. I forgot about that. Oops, I meant to say nice. I'm surprised they didn't kick, actually. I still have one more Shore Up, right? I think I'm okay just picking that up. I don't have to actually activate the cards. Also, I do know some things on the bottom of my deck. Getting Stall for Time back would be nice, I guess. Let me just double check that there actually is... Yeah, there's a Shore Up. I can try to block here. They know I have Shore Up, so I assume they have some trick. But they might not beat 2 Shore Ups. Is that good enough? Like, do I care if this thing lives? Maybe I just take the 3, like who cares, right? They did very well to bounce their terror. That certainly surprised me. Okay. Can I deck them? Probably not. Not if I keep drawing with stuff like Stall for Time, certainly. 9 mana. I can choose X is 4 to wipe all their stuff, and then play out some more creatures. Right, I could play out both of these dudes, but I think I'd rather wait until I can do a little bit more than that. Get some value out of the stall for time, right? I can't enlist, they're tapped. I'm sure you know that. Just gets in for 1, that's fine. Okay. $12 cards left. They have so much in hand, I don't know that I can actually kill them that way. Yeah, it makes sense to discard Impulse. Go ahead. One top, huh? Okay. All right. That might be enough to do something. So X is 4. They don't have an instant speed bounce, I don't think. Yeah, okay. I imagine they're going to have a counterspell. I'd rather they counter this. Yeah. Oh, it should have tapped my white. Ugh. I tapped 4 of them on purpose, but I didn't catch it on the next go around. It's not too bad. That is too bad. I just needed like 2 more of these in the deck. Okay. Don't like that. I like it very little. I think that's as good a thing to shore up as any, sort of. Actually, like with Balmor in the sky, this sort of sucks, doesn't it? I need to win on the ground. But that just means like trading these 2 in? I'm not sure how good that is. Well, I guess I can keep this alive, and then only next turn try to shore this up for combat. Okay, they're actually going to counter that. They knew I had it. I think it was fine for them to do this, but... Okay, take 9. Looking for that Defiler anytime now. This is horrible. This deck is so good. It just needed more... It would be good if it had different cards in it anyway. Okay, I guess I don't need to use the shore up. I mean, we're not dead yet. If they don't try any more instants and sorceries ever, and we draw, like, a Defiler, which is still in there, right? Yeah? A Defiler and 3 tempo spells, and 1 Tide Turner, and 5 lands. I'm not sure how important the tempo spells are right now, though. I need to get to the Defiler first. Any instant or sorcery, I'm like toast. Yeah. I think I have to keep it alive so I can kill the 4/2. I should have tapped it, I guess. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I think I'm dead. Yep. Attack all is lethal. I mean, I knew the deck didn't have enough creatures in it. I wanted more, and I couldn't get them. I don't, like... I don't know. I cut the Figment. The Haunting Figment. I don't think that was winning me any games. Like, are there some I failed to draft? I feel like I got all the good ones that I saw. I could also totally believe that I lost every single game due to a Karn's misplay. Or no, game 2, did Karn's even come out? I don't remember. I think I don't remember game 2. Oh, what a sad, sad outcome. Oh, game 2 was the one when I didn't play any spells because I kept a terrible hand and then got aggroed to death. Well, it's something, alright. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.